1, 2, 3, middle. One more time. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, circles, waist rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Cross your arms, knee rotations. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, neck exercises. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Make sure you put your palms in the waist. Okay, tilted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Rotations, 3 counts. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, open up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, interlace the fingers. Turn. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 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 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. Okay, turn to the right. Stretch. Okay, switch. 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 to your right. Turn to your left. Turn one more time, right side. Left side. Okay, middle. Go down. Okay, switch. Switch. Put your toe down on your navel. Switch. Switch again. Okay, really? He's in the back. So he's in the back. Okay, shake it out. Knee raises. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Shake it out. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, punch up. Feet shoulder width. Okay, right hand up. Okay, make sure your stance is shoulder width. Perfect. So, let it go all the way up. Extend your elbow. Yep, a little longer. All the way up. Yeah, so the brakes. Okay, switch. Same idea, extend. Okay, to the side. So let you punch all the way out. Switch. Okay, next, both comes up, join in. Okay, switch, edge of the face. Okay, switch. Okay, switch in front. Okay, back this. Switch. Okay, next comes first things comes in your waist. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, try to bend your knees if you can. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Close. No block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Close. Middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend. So your knees are straight. Try to bend your knees. Okay, high block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend. Okay, low block, middle, high. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Close. Low block, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Close. Middle block and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Close. High block. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Close. Okay, palms together. Okay, open up. Press to the side. 1, 2. So don't drop your palms. 3. Bring it back. 4, 5, 6. Okay, back. Low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eyebrow level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try it back. The knees. 1, 2, 3. So you 4. Shoulder height. 5. Not waist. 6. Thrust. Turn. Close. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. Keep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Kicks. Right foot back. Okay, ready? Palms up. Front instep. Okay, 1. Try to kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Good. switch. Left foot. Don't kick the floor, so try to bring your knee up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, good. 3, so, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, switch, heel kick. Okay, ready? 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Good. Switch. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. Front blade kick. So you're kicking with the blade. Palms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, switch. Okay, right. Left kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. Straight up. Try not to bend the knee. Palms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, switch. Roundhouse to the waist. So the front row, take a step. There you go. Take a step forward. That way the back row doesn't kick you. Perfect. Okay, palms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. Similar kick. 45 degrees to the hip. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and 2. Okay, left side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Shake it out. Keep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Get a quick drink and then come back. How's it going? Okay. You guys ready? So you guys been reviewing some of the kicks, right? The northern kicks. Right? You guys over there. Those kicks? You guys did it last week? Okay, ready? So stay with this. Just go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to make your teeth, your palms.
Chi. Yeah. So you memorize the second form yet? You got it down? Pretty much. Try to relax, swing it up. Yeah. Good. Fingertips straight. Try to hold it, out. So control your limbs, control your shoulders. Yeah, hold it out straight. Yep. See? Yeah, that's it. Hold it. That's it. Elbow straight. That's it. Oh. Get those long legs are way up here. Oh, wow. Oh. That's it. Wait till you get to my age. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to track the center line. If you didn't turn your body, your hands would just be like that, right? But when you turn your body, you actually end up passing through your center. So a lot of times when we turn the body, it allows us to punch to the middle. If you didn't turn, it wants to go there. See? So your back and spine kind of helps you hit the target. You know what I mean? But it does, it does take some coordination. Sounds like they're torturing the dog down there. So one goes one way, this goes down, this goes up. This goes up, this goes down. It's a good stretch for your back too. Get some flexibility in there, range of motion. It helps you, when you do the drunken fists, you need it, or the water punches. We have punches that go up like this. So it's opposite foot. Heel kick. Heel kick. Don't forget to turn your fist, turn your fist. Why is this so hard to do? Because this hand is turning like this, this foot is kicking like this. So just keeping it low first, you have to punch towards your foot, then you go waist high. Turn your shoulders a little. Push. So you try to get your hand at the same time. Twist. 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 Yeah. Twist. 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 Okay, good. Do 5 stance. All right, 5 stances. Ready? Okay, you want to call it? You- Push, use some strength, put some effort into it. Effort means focus. So Max, you got the second form down? Just good. So you're on your third, right? You started your third. Yeah, first form run through. Good form, good strength. They'll keep moving on, and then we'll break up a little bit, you know. See how it goes. Right. Rose up there, Brian. You're done. You're done with fifth, or you're working on fifth?
I'm remembering fourth.
Oh, okay. So, palm, remove, punch. Step this way, elbow, step. Palm, high block, jump kick, good, nice. Trapping hand, back fist. Better. Okay. Yeah, we can, so, want to come over, Calvin? Come over here. And then, we're going to do second form over here. Max, you want to come over here? We'll work the second form. You guys can work, because you're going to go at a better clip. Andrew, you want to work second form? Yeah. Is it Andrew? Yeah. So you can shift that way a little bit. Then we'll work it here. Just go through for review, and then we'll see where we go from there. All right. All right. So did you finish it? You finished it. Yeah. So let's go through that. And you guys are a little fuzzy on it. Okay, so we'll do it together anyways. I think I'm gonna pull the mirror here. Okay, ready? What's that? You can't what?
I can't see the mirror at all. Should I like?
No, I'm gonna be in front of you. So you can, that's alright. The mirror's just so you can see yourself sort of. Alright, ready? Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, pull. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, feet back together. Zane, close. So let's bend your knees. So you notice this. Here's a clue, right? When the elbows are bent and you drop it, then when the elbows sort of straighten, you straighten and then set up. You see, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, and it comes up, right? So it comes. So I'm exaggerating. So we 1, 2, 3. So your knees and elbows are they work in sync. There's a coordination. So your elbows work with your knees. Your shoulders work with your hips. Your feet work with your hands. So that's the relationship that you have. So when we're doing a closing movement, even if it's salute like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see the timing there? So everything finishes at the same time. So that idea of finishing at the same time happens in practically everything we do. When you block, you're in a horse stance, it finishes just when you settle in your stance. When you take a sliding step, you sustain it. Then when you punch, I turn to leaning, it finishes at the same time. So the power point and the legs sync together to give you power from the legs. Right. All right. So from here, right. Now we're like this. 1, 2. Okay. Let's stand in the correct position. Ready? 1. So you see the elbow and the knees. 1. What did they do? They both bent together. 1, 2. Now this time they hold. This time they hold. Once you hit, hold, push, scoop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the palms like this. This way. Yeah. This is gonna go here. Chop. Scoop. Press. Kick. And punch. Okay. Change directions. 1. Horse stance. Get in the horse stance. Keep those knees bent. So once you're down in your stance, you have to keep your knees bent. Yeah. So keeping your knees bent is sustaining the position. Block. Sliding step. Punch. Set it up. Step through. Strike. Okay. Double up. Elbows down. Gotta bend your knees. Okay. Cross step. Dragon. Cross step. Spin. Palm. Scoop. Press. Kick and jump back. Kick and jump back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twist stance. So we have the mirror. You can see if you don't bend your knees, you look like this. Yeah, okay, let's try it again then. Okay, ready? When you're here, palm, scoop, press, kick. Nope, because see, you drop your foot, that's why you got lost. If you don't hold the position, then you won't know where you are. Because if we're here and I kick and I hold it, I can step back. If you already step down, you won't be able to make the next maneuver. So you have to hold it up. And it's not holding up just in this form. Don't you do this? So everything that you do is building blocks to what you learn, right? So when we're here, palm, scoop, press, kick, hold. Oh, let's try it again. Kick and hold. Now you can jump back. Cross, open, chop, twist. Okay, the front leg is in front. The rear leg is in front. Yeah, kick, phoenix eye. Okay, put your hand on top. Sliding step punch. Reach behind. Step through. Dropping palm. Back fist. Same sequence again. Go in this direction. Sliding step. Punch. Okay, double up. So step through, diagonal strike. Okay. Lift up. This should double up again. Okay. Elbow down. Pivot. Dragon. Cross step. Turn. Palm. Scoop, press, kick, jump back. Good. Hold your position. Cross. Open. Chop. Twist. Kick. Phoenix eye. Okay, now. Take your rear leg and open it up like this. Turn. Step. Flip. Step. Push. Okay, now we're going to step first. Step. Scoop. Step. Turn. Step. Push. One. Cross. Lift up. Step. Cross. Step back. Okay, hold your hands. Hold your hand position. Good, good, good. Grab and chop. Adjust the rear leg. Elbow. Strike down. Elbow first. Strike down. No, no. This one, same hand. Strike down. Back fist. Put your fingers like this. Sword fingers. This is called sword fingers. Put one under the tricep. Turn. We're here. So this is here. Trap. Step. And poke. Pull back. Step up. Salute. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. So one of the things that you see when you're learning sequence, so what's so different about what we do with martial arts and Tai Chi or Kung Fu is that we memorize sequences. So I like to use terms so you can relate to what we're talking about. You know, creatures of habit. Do you know what that means? Creatures of habit? Do you know what a creature of habit is? Do you? Say it a lot.
It means that we repeat things that we like and have habits.
Right. So a habit is something that you do over and over again, and your body either knows it or your brain knows it, right? So creatures of habit with movement is something that we kind of develop over time. So one of the things when you learn all these sequences like dragon, claw, chun, kill, all these basic punches, because we do them over and over every class, it eventually becomes something your body learns as something that's sort of subconscious. Subconscious means you don't have to think about it, it just happens. Like when you pick up a glass and you put it to your mouth and you drink, do you think about how the pattern, the pathway that the hand goes? No, because we have this ability to learn things over time. It's programmed into our body because it's a muscle memory. So when we're doing a punch or we do a low block or a dragon, you guys do these movements. You have to pay attention to it so that when you learn the next form and it has those same movements, you don't have to relearn it. Because if you learn it in every form you think it's something different, you're going to have to learn 50,000 different movements. But actually, elbow, strike down, back fist, it happens twice in the second form. If you learn it the first time, you should know it the second time. You know, how great is it in the beginning is that you have to improve on it. So that's part of developing your skill, because improving your movement means accuracy of movement. Accuracy of movement means, you know, that you can hit your target if you're going to hit something, right? So we kick the same way all the time. Like the front kick that we do here is the same front kick that we have here. That's why we have to do that. Or when we kick like this and we jump back, that's just a different footwork to retreat. So every time you step back, that's the retreat. And the reason why you retreat is because if Andrew throw a punch at me, I might want to step backwards. But stepping backwards is not always the best way to defend yourself, because if he punches and I step this far away, I actually avoided it. I might as well just leave and run, because you can't do anything after you step back. So the best way is to move to the side, or you step to the side and you use a side step, because a side step cuts off an angle and it leaves you in a position that you can respond, or you can intercept, or you can turn. So the reason why we turn is to avoid. That's the first. So the first line of defense is to avoid, not to get hit. But the thing is, avoiding and using a defensive motion and distancing all have to play a role. You know, you have to be able to avoid. So if Andrew punched, right, you punch here, I avoid. So maybe that's not enough. So I put this as a secondary position. And then I step up and I strike. Then I'm close enough. If I do this, if I step, you throw a punch, right? And I step way over here, I can't even block, so I'd have to use this. But I'm still out of position. So you learn, you know, through gauging your distance, how to stay within range. Because when you do forms, believe it or not, you start to recognize your limits. Your limits. Because it's perception. You know, when you first catch a ball, you kind of try to time it and it hits you in the chest, right? When little kids learn how to catch a ball, you get hit in the chest, well, it comes to your face, and then you don't react enough and it hits you in the face. So same thing with a punch. When a punch comes at you, you're judging it, but you're not sure how far it is or how fast it's coming. It's very hard to hit a baseball when it's coming 90 miles an hour. Not because, you know, it's because you can't see it. You really don't see it. You kind of know that it leaves that person's hand, and it's a timing judgment to know that that's going to get here in a certain amount of time. So if you're good at it and your swing is good, that's another reaction. You have to be able to get that bat around before it gets past you. So you have to practice. But a lot of times you don't even see it. You just wham. You know, I guess the guys that are really good at it, you know, good baseball players, they practically can see it, because they can, you know. So when you catch a ball, you don't actually see it. You only feel it when it's in your hand, because it comes in so fast. So when you throw a punch, you just have to do that, and it's almost there. That's a reaction. But you don't catch a punch. You deflect a punch. So if you understand that concept, then when you do your movements, you actually will be much more mindful of how you do it, and then your forms will improve, right? So one way of practicing is you build slowly, and then you just work a little faster, and a little faster, and a little faster, just with one technique. You don't have to throw 100 techniques. You just have to stand there and go like that. Stand there and go like that. See if you can intercept it, judging that space, and you're only dealing with that much space. You know, even the tallest guy's arm is only going to be maybe that much longer than yours. A leg's a little bit different, and then height, you know. So let's go through that one more time, and we can work on a third form. Okay, ready? Eyes staring straight ahead. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we're down here, stay down here. Step. So stay down here. Get into your stance. So once you're in your stance, let's stay in the stance so we can get used to keeping our knees bent. Remember we said creatures of habit. If you're used to standing with your legs straight all the time, then you never can bend, because it becomes a habit. So bend, reverse, chop, scoop, press, kick, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So that's you have to put control. See, this is not control. This is control. Lift. Elbow. Dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Kick. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're going to put your hand over the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Step through. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Hands here. 4. Okay, left hand's on top. Yeah. 1, 2. Right hand's on top. See? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sword finger. Cross your legs. Trap. Step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Okay, deep breathing. So one of the things you have to do when you're learning is try to think about it and question what you're learning, so that you can try to figure out. It does take intelligence to learn Kung Fu. Any type of art. The intelligence side of it is, how does that person do what he's doing? Then you try to figure it out. Because most things that you do that involves movement, you see it and you think you can do it, but actually your body doesn't cooperate. Why doesn't your body cooperate? Because you have to teach your body how to do it. Some people learn it faster, but regardless of how how individualistic that is, everyone has to go from a learning process from one thing to another. Some people pick it up faster than others. Some people have to actually think it through a lot more. But once you get past a certain sort of line, a threshold, then you start to understand it better. But you have to at least put some, what we call the mind effort into it. You have to think about it and understand it. So, okay. So you guys did you start third form? You did a little bit, or are you okay on the third form? You went to most of it? Oh, okay. So you guys are still a little bit struggling with the second form, but because we have a small group, let's all do it together anyways. Go.
I'm kind of like pretty sure I know the second form.
Yeah. So everyone memorize it somewhat, and then you have to kind of, sort of regurgitate it. Yeah, so you have to really do it until it. How long it takes. So okay, let me explain something to you. We have two types of memory. One's a short-term memory and one's a long-term memory. Movements have to go into long-term memory, but your new movements, it takes 4 to 6 weeks for the movements to get into your long-term memory, if you do it. If you don't do it, it's always in your short-term memory. That's why you can't recall it. So Calvin, one of the things that you do is you think that you can memorize it today and you know it, because when you go to school you think you see something and you know it. You don't really know it until you actually understand it. So what you have to do is take it beyond the level of just think I know it. You have to take it to the level of understanding. That's why people that study martial arts for a long time actually have a pretty good foundation for staying with something for a long time. So, this is it's a good training for you when you figure out what your career is going to be, because you have to stay with it. You just can't kind of do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and get ahead. You have to do it and do it for a long time. So people that are really good at what they do, regardless of whether it's accounting, a doctor, or a computer guy, if you spend 20 years doing it, you're going to be pretty good at it. If you spend 40 years doing the same thing, you're going to be really good at it. If you spend your whole life 60 years of doing it, then you really understand it. I'm on my 60th year of doing this, so I kind of know it. Yeah, but that's what it takes, But most people don't want to stay with something more than 10 years. But it really depends on the job. But anyways, so let's go through some movements in the third form. So you guys, at least, it's good to get more new stuff working here to keep you interested, right? So the first thing we do is here, right? And then we do this again. So you notice the elbows and the knees again, right? So now you see that. That's happening in a lot of things that we do. So once we're here, this is just like the second form, but we're going to go to a high block here. And we're going to switch feet to a cat stance and punch. And then we're going to cross like this. So that's a cross hand to this, right? And switch feet. Switch feet and then do this. All right, now we're going to hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step through, punch. Now remember we said elbow and knee? We're going to step up and drop. Okay, look at my legs, look at my feet. Yeah. Now I'm going to punch with this hand and elbow and knee. 1. Step down. Open this hand. Elbow. Back fist. Okay. Then we turn. And we poke up. We turn. We turn like this. Then we're going to go in a horse stance. Go to single stance. And pull back. High block. So go poke, pull, high block. So is that all new? Oh, some of it's. Yeah. Okay. So when we get to this point, then we turn the hand like this. This hand is called a ginger knuckle, and it looks like the ginger root. It's all gnarly. It's like that. Then we bend like this and elbow up. Sit back, then scoop around and create that mantis hand again. Okay, we'll do that again. Oh, so you know more than that, huh? You did it before. Yeah. Okay, pretty good. Okay. So let's do that again. Okay, you're going to shift this way. So Kim, you want to work with Jasmine? She's in back there. She's doing the fifth form. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Step down. Open this up. Elbow, back fist. Then we're going to turn and shoulder height poke. So we're going to go turn. So the hands are like this, right? Poke up, pull down, high block. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to hop again, all right? This is standard. 1, 2, 3. Catch your elbow. Cat stance. Uppercut. So that's your left uppercut. Okay, and your hand is like this. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to hop again. 1, 2, 3. And then punch. Okay, so let's, oh, you got to step through on that one. Okay, so let's do it again. So this form is completely different from the other, because it's a different style. But it has movements that you kind of know. You know the back fist, you know the elbow, right? We know this kind of a poke, but it's on this side usually, over here, in a different stance. So when you learn different forms, it's just more variations of how you would use this hand, this leg. This is a pull. This is a strike. So it just shows you variations. So you have different surfaces of the hand that you can use typically as a weapon. You have a phoenix eye, you have a fingertip, you have a chop, you have a palm, you have an elbow. Later you have one like this. You have punches like this, 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 you have punches like this. You know, all kinds of punches. And the reason for the variation is because you never know when you have to throw a punch. If the hand's over here, what do? If you only learn one punch, you have to come back to here before you do that, right? But if your hand is here, you know this diagonal strike. If your hand is here, you know this. You can go like this or like that, right? So we actually have hooks too. You have uppercuts. You know, there's all kinds of variations. And it's just taking your body into different directions. That's all you're doing. All right, let's try that again. Ready? So let's do it. We'll review this first. So we just did the elbow and the back fist. Okay, so we're going to use the mirror. Okay, so when we turn, face the mirror and poke. Pull. High. Ginger knuckle. Scoop. Hands here. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Open. Punch. Stomp. Uppercut. Hop. 1, 2, 3. And then step through and punch. Then you're in a leaning. Okay. So that's a front view of a direction over there. So all your forms actually is directional. It doesn't matter when you're learning it using the mirror how it applies. But when you do a form, it could be in all these directions. But essentially, it's still your front. It's just a relative position. So if I'm doing it here, that means I'm in this body form. If I do it there or I do it there, there's no difference. Because that frontal position is really where your opponent really is. So that's the direction you're headed. Just that the form is a mapped out sequence. It takes you in different directions to teach you how to move around. That's footwork. So the design of the form is made up of, you know, different pathways. Now, this form, notice, is all back and forth practically. There's a couple movements over there and a couple over on that side, but it's more of a linear form. So this form really works off a linear format, whereas, you know, some of the other forms works like in a X pattern. Then there's some forms that works actually in like an asterisk. It works 8 directions because it's the like an octagon. So that's how forms are designed to move into spaces. Cornered directions are for sidestepping, angling in, and forward and back and right and left are for directions. So you can know if I punch like this, or I punch like this, or like this, that's just a T. If I go like this, I'm actually going in my corner. See? So you see, when we start off the form like this, and I step like this, my high block is here. Then I hop here. You see that? So then we hop. Watch this now. Cross. Now we're facing the mirror. We hop. So try that. 1, 2, 3. Step forward. Punch. Grab. Punch. Elbow. Back fist. Okay? So that, what we just did is all on that side. So at least you see yourself. Now you kind of can see the hand movements, how they look. Yeah. Because a lot of times we do a form, you're following from here, but you don't see it from here. So if you learn from watching the visuals, then it's important to see what it looks like from the front view and how you look like in the mirror. Because while I'm here, your hand might be there, it might be here, it might be there. And you might not be in the right stance. You might be like this. Because you learned that one from the last form, the Hung form, right? So let's go body positioning. So we have to learn, all the different setups for the different styles, right? Okay, so let's try that again. Ready? We'll do it this way. We'll do the 2 legs of this form this way, then we'll do it this way. All right, ready? So we're going to face this way first. Okay, let's face. This is opening, right? So we can see this all the time. Then we're going to turn over here, right? Then we bend, high block, hop to the corner. So you can see yourself in the corner and you're in a cat stance. Now we're going to turn like this and hop. Then we're going to hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So the footwork was good. Step through. Okay, now step back a little bit so you have some room. Okay, now you see my elbow? See my elbow, do this. Step and grab. Punch. Step down. Elbow. And back fist. Okay, so that's that leg. So this movement, right? Good. So this movement, and you do this. What do you think that's for? For a technique. It's for grabbing, right? But how? Okay, watch this. Watch this now. If he grabs my wrist, if he just holds it tight, hold it tight, right? How do I get out of that? Because we're at this distance. I threw a punch and he grabbed my hand. So I have to actually fold my elbow, but I step in and I'm turning like this. And that's the technique. You see? So if someone grabs your wrist, right, you don't fight it. In fact, if he pulls, he actually ends up like that. And he goes, ow. And then he feels some pain in his wrist. Right? Yeah. You see what I mean? So that's called folding. You don't resist. What's that? You hold here. And I go like this. Now watch. Ow. Okay. That just shows you that it can hurt, right? Ow. Okay. But you don't know it hurts until you feel the ow, right? Right? You know it, right? Yeah. You grab. Oh, you feel. I get feel because there's nerves in your joints have nerves in it, and when you put pressure on those nerves, it creates pain. It's called. How can you do it? First comes the form, and then comes the technique. Do the form, and you can do it. So but you were over there. Your brother knows it now, right? Right. So if I grab his wrist, what's he do? He steps forward. Or cross step with the other hand, with the other leg, yeah, and you drop your elbow, and you put your hand pressure on my here, and you go here, right? If I did it to you, see, oh, and the more you go, So you turn like that, and then you would because you keep my hand there, then you put pressure on my wrist. But how do you get out of that? If you do that to me, I grab you, and then you're going to do it to me. I just go like this. Don't hold on. Let go. Right? If he grabs my hand, and I do it to him, right? I won't let him let go. So he just goes around. See, like, okay, I'll grab you. You do it to me, right? So I just let go. So if you hold on, you're letting him do it. So don't hold on. Actually, don't hold on to anybody's hand. Like if his hand's there, do not do this. Because you tied your own hand up. He's going to hit me with that hand. Yeah. So that's actually not a good thing to do. It's better to block. And then you can hold when you have a position. See, that's also, and then you can strike. That's also this. So this is already a technique, right? So if I grab your hand and you fold, just do the back fist. Just do the back fist like you're doing the salute, closing. Just do this. Right? That's the motion. Now when you're doing a technique, you don't have to pull back to here. You just go like this, and then go like this, this, from the arm. Okay, so let's do that again, right? Now, okay, we got to here, and then we're going to turn toward the mirror. Turn, poke, pull, high, ginger knuckle, tilt, and here. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Hop. 1, 2, 3, and punch. Okay, good. So that's all the same techniques that we've learned from the beginning. Now we're going to do it as if it was the form, and we're going to follow through with this. So I'm going to stand over here. You can stand over here. Ready? Together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's called a sliding step, right? Step through, punch. Grab. Punch. Step down. Elbow. Back fist. Turn. Pull back. High block. Ginger knuckle. Okay. Scoop. Hop. 1, 2, 3. Punch. Uppercut. Hop. 1, 2, 3, and punch. What'd you say? Ginger. Ginger. You know what ginger looks like? That looks like that ginger root. It looks like this gnarly looking, they use it in cooking. Ginger, yeah. So they, a lot of times they just draw these analogies so you can kind of connect with it. So it's called a ginger knuckle, and then you have uppercut, which is a punch that goes up, palm, edge of the palm, flat punch, grab, fold, and grab, fold, and grab. So when you form these positions, that's as if you're simulating a grab, but at the same time you learn to use your hands. So there's a lot, a strategy built into the forms, and that's what keeps kind of interesting. But when you develop your positions, these are positions that we have as fundamentals. So, okay, you want to try it again? And go through again? Ready? Okay, let's try again. Zane, over here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, cross, hop. So let's just try the hop, right? We're here. Hop. Okay. So when you switch feet, you have to land on one foot. You have to land on one foot. Land on one foot. So the reason why you do that is to develop balance and agility of footwork. You have to be quick on your feet. So you don't want to jump so high that it takes you like 10 minutes to land. You want to you're here, you want to land like that quickly so you can get into your space very fast. So when you're here, 1, 2. So go like this, 1, cat stance. It's called the suspended stance. You're suspended and you switch. Just like when you kick. Right? So once you're here, yeah. And then the next movement is this. So let's try that movement. We have to hop, go like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you can stand back here. So when you kick your knee up, it's a knee strike. You're like this. So when you're close enough, the knee goes up, the foot goes down. Yeah. And it's not going forward, it's straight up. Then you step. 3. See. Yeah. And then you step down. Yep. Good. Then you go forward. Forward, heel down now. After that, then you go heel down. Yeah, and pull. Yeah. And then on the fourth one, yeah, so after you land, you go like this. And then you go like this. Yeah. No, the first time you land. Second time, you do that. Yeah. Okay, you got that? Okay, good. So, okay, you want to try it? Let's see. So each of you practice it a little bit on your own. See if you can memorize. You have trouble, I'll fill in the blanks. All right, you want to do it? Okay, Zane, you do it. Calvin, you do it. Do the best you can. Either that or you got to follow Big Brother. Okay, go ahead. You want to try it? Just do it. Just freestyle. Do it on your own. Just off your memory. So you're here. The first form? Oh, yeah. Did you get your stripes yet? You get your stripe for the first form? Oh, okay. You got your belt though, right? You got your belt? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you got your, so you didn't get your second stripes. Okay. Why don't you go do your second form together? See if you can remember it. Then maybe you can get your stripes today. See how you do. Okay. You want to try it? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that's improved a lot. It's much better. You don't have to hesitate as much, right? Can you do your second form? Wait. Yeah, try. You don't know till we try, right? I'll try for you. Yeah, keep going. Punch. Yeah. Okay. Actually, he's going to go through it. He's going to go through it too. He's going through second form. It's good. It's good. Very good. So you see, that's memorizing it, because when he does his form, you recognize it, right? That you could see that he's doing everything that we've been talking about. So the stances are good, the positions are good, the sequence is good. So that's how you evolve. But it takes time. You know, you spend some time on it, but it's good. So that's what it takes. It takes some effort. It takes paying attention, and it takes some. You practice. Do you practice at home? Well, a bit, yeah. So it does. Practice is true. Practice makes perfect. But the thing is, it's really frequency of how often you see something. The more you see something and the more you do it, the better you get, because you start to understand it. So that's the process. You know, getting past, the first, phases and a few forms, then you develop a knack for the forms, because you start to figure out how to memorize it and how to do it. And then a lot of things that you've learned have started to build as a sort of a bag of techniques, and then you just draw off of the ones that come in. Some of the forms that we have are pretty long. A Tai Chi form takes 15 minutes to go through, right? Maybe 17 minutes. How do you memorize that? Not you can't even memorize it in the beginning just by thinking through it. You have to do it. So a lot of times when you do your form in the very beginning, you would notice that you'd have to start in the beginning and get to a certain point. If you started in the middle, you wouldn't know where you were, because that's how you format it in your body. But once you know it inside out, then you can go anywhere in the form. You know it's going to be.
15 minutes?
What's that?
15 minutes for a chi form?
Yeah, 17 minutes, yeah. Depends how fast you do it. 108 posture. Kung Fu forms, on the average, the long ones, like the advanced ones, about 5 minutes, 7 minutes. But that's done fast. If you slowed it down, it would be. But Tai Chi is, the transitions are very long. It's not because you're moving slowly, so that makes a difference. If you strung all the forms that you get from beginning to end without stopping, without the salutes between, you would have 15 minutes of form too. Right? So, But you can imagine the capacity of your brain, how much information it can house. You can learn 20 forms. If you practice them and in long-term memory, you don't mix them up. But in the beginning, you'll see like, oh, chun kyo, you're there so many times. What's the next movement? From which form is it going to be? So that's how it kind of shows you that when it's formatted and programmed in there, that it is that form, it is that form, it is that form. So, it's just the way it is. It's very unique from any other kind of exercise because it takes, it's really that relationship that you develop. But it's really, something that not everybody likes it, and not, every person stays with it for a long time, But the people that stay with it actually get a lot out of it, and they realize it in the long run. I have a lot of people here in their mid to late 70s, and they've been doing it for 20 years here. And, they swear that it's what's allowed them to reach the age that they have, that, not that they might have not lived that long anyways, but they wouldn't be as physically, coordinated or balanced. Because
the more forms you go through, you learn them a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Pages to learn the first one.
Yeah.
The second one,
Yeah.
a little bit less average,
Yeah.
I guess.
So it's sort of like building a template of how, so you're going to fill in those things. But because this is the same style, a lot of the stuff you'll start to really recognize. And then the next stage, when you get more advanced, is really improving it all and understanding it. But that could be like a 5-year window. And then the 10-year window. Like Minor, he's been with me since he is 16. You don't know, but he's 37 or 38. But it goes by like that. I know he came here when came right out of high school. He was just in high school. So. Okay, good. You guys look good. Everything coming along. Okay, Andrew, I'm gonna give you a stripe. Come up here. Come up here. Okay, we'll line up. I had one here for you already. Okay, ready? So you can hands like this. Okay. Okay, then bow. Okay, and salute this way. Okay. All right, ready? This way. Together. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. Salute. Okay. Hey. Getting good, getting good. One, 2, 3. This is for the old guys here. Just here. Okay. All right. Let's line it up. Old Paul is young Paul was ready to.
I just told Irina how old I was. She believed me.
Told who?
I told her.
Irene. Irina.
He's old.
You didn't know he was as old as he is?
No, I didn't know.
Oh.
I didn't know he's over 60, so I would think like at most 55 or
Yeah.
no more than that.
Actually, this is the 60-year-old group club, the 60s club.
Stevie Newton's a little bit older than I am.
They're all in their 60s. Yeah. Sonny's the young man here. He's 29. How old's your dad? 45? Or yeah, 50? 46. Her dad's 46. He forgot what 46 is. That was so long ago. Okay, ready? Bow. Salute. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Paul, you want to do it? Where you going?
I'm gonna stretch my back.
Stretch your back? Okay, stretch it with them. Hey, so Kim, actually yesterday, I work on the sound thing. The settings were not good, but I'm going to be using my wireless mic now, because I can just plug the wire into it and run through, not the unit, but I have another unit that that ties to the wireless mic, so I can use that.
Okay, do you want to test it out?
Oh, we did already.
Tested it while you were here.
Yeah, you wanna try it?
Well, no, I think I should be at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did this before. I gave my credit card over the internet.
Oh, no.
At least you weren't in the bathroom, right? You weren't flushing the toilet.
we paid a lot of attention to the hand techniques, and when they did that study back in the 70s, as the different styles in China, they found that Hung had the most hand techniques of all styles, and so they had over 300 variations of techniques, which is quite a bit, considering Tai Chi only has 37 postures, right? So you imagine 300 postures. What are you going to do with 300 postures? I think they just wanted to confuse everybody. Okay, ready? So eyes staring straight ahead. Begin. 1, 2, 3.
Chop, and just the foot, elbow, down the strike, back to the sword finger, lift, tap with the hands, press, thrust, sword to your corner, left foot.
Okay, good. Deep breathing. So, we just run through, just for memory, all the sequences. Bang Bu Kun, third form. Because that, actually, even though there's hundreds of different variations, they fall into basically categories of, your basic punch, your diagonal strikes, your double blocks, and then the variants of that. So if you get them, elbow strike, dropping palm back. If you get it in one form, you'll have it in any form. So that's what's important. The butterfly palms is the same thing. You get it in one form, you get it in all. The only variation that's so different is really the praying mantis form, because it's a different style. So we'll run through that, just see if we understand some of that. And actually, because we only have one of these forms, it's actually generally pretty good. So, all right, ready? Third form. Yeah, just stay where you are. Yeah. So, ready? Opening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lunge. Punch. Grab. Punch. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Lunge. Catch. Uppercut. 1, 2, 3. Lunge. Step through. Grab. Pull. Push. Elbow. Elbow. High. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Hop. Kick. Jump kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. Uppercut. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a good thing we don't have any neighbors downstairs. They said, boy, they're stomping their feet. So after we do the 3 cuts, and we'll go to each corners, before the 3 cuts, actually, when we're here. The next punch actually is a right hook, okay? And then later on we have the left hook, just in case, just for reference. Right hook and then left hook. So that movement, yeah. So the movement after the kick and you poke, you slap, take a step down, and slice. Okay. So you kick, poke. So you have and then so on the back stroke, you deflect. On the forward stroke, so when you deflect, the knee is up. You step down and, yeah, yeah. So, this form, it's different from Hung Ga. Hung Ga uses bridges like Tai Chi, sticking the forearms and so forth. Their techniques, although there is some bridge work with this, a lot of them is slapping and deflecting. So the integration movement is just slapping, and so when you go like this, that's really, a dimension of motion that really dissipates the force going this way, and you go this way. This dissipates the force this way. So typically, it's a hop and slap. So like if he punched, right, and I hop, and I would punch. If my hands are here, and he punched, then it would do this or this. So what you're doing is this. So this is like this. You're simulating the motion. The technique is not hitting yourself. But as a training, it teaches you what it feels like to actually make the contact. Now, this is different. When he throws a punch, if I go like this, that's actually 90 degrees to the floor. When I go like this, and then like this, it becomes a dissipation force. Now you can also do this. You see now this hand position is really to control and trap. Just like when you go like this, and then you go like this. So that's, their action. So this is very, you don't need a lot of strength. All you're doing is this. See? So between this and this, you have a coordination, right? Boom, 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 or boom. Right? So you can see that the action is here. Maybe over here, you can see. So you can go on video. So you go like this, see? Or you're here, right? 1, 2. So that's why the hand is here. It's not a lot of strength. What you're doing is just controlling. It's a control factor to send it out this way or to do this. So it gives you just a little opportunity to hold on so that when he pulls back, you get that action. So, in Kung Fu, we always try to control on one side or the other. One of the reasons why there's touching is because if I'm here and I'm doing this, you want to stay here. You don't want to disengage here. The reason for that is because once you're engaged and I'm here, then I know where this arm is. I'm detecting this position. If I did this, I actually don't know where that hand is, so you actually lost bearings. Everything, because we have a sensory system where we kind of get feedback. So the feedback is that if I know that this is here, then I don't have to worry about where it is. So right now I'm actually just staying with him. So this is called sticking. So when you stick, I'm here, I can do that, right? But the thing is, it's not just sticking like this. It's sticking with anywhere. As long as you're staying. So there's more to it than what meets the eye, right? So when you see, like in Tai Chi, we're here, or even here. So actually, I'm not doing anything. It's just my arm and my armpit. See? So, this is, yeah. Yeah. Well, like here, like, if I go like this, right, that's using, right. So, there's so many things left for interpretation. And, a lot of contact, a lot of sweaty bodies. Okay. It's a good thing we have our mask on and clothes on, otherwise, too much. Okay, so anyways, so that's why, like in the mantis, we'll do this, then we're here. And when we're here, you're not gonna, that's the same thing. But what happens there is that if Kim threw a punch here, and I went like this would be there. See, so this hand is capturing like this, and this hand is, but I sidestep this way. Whoa, whoa. See, so it kind of like goes like that. You see? Yeah, so you're capturing here and you're holding to punch there. So you can see the framework of that movement is like that. But, when you're hooking like this, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're always hooking. You might go like this, and then you're here. And then Tasso used to like to do that, and then do the takedown with his, take your head with it. Yeah. But anyways, that's what that is. And then typically this, on this side, it turns out, and this is the same thing. But we don't do it like that. We just end up dropping. Right. And then you cut, punch, 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 and then you're here. So this uppercut should be over the head. It shouldn't be misaligned like this. The alignment should be here. Because that's your vertical hoop. The integrity of a circle in a ring has to meet like a ring. If it's like this, and they miss, the integrity of that circle the energy is broken. So it's like this. Yeah. 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 So here, right? And then here. So you pull, yeah. Now you feel stronger, right? It's balance. Yeah. Yeah, not so much strength here. You don't need a lot of strength, just lift. You just lift and keep it, and open up your shoulder so that you have this alignment here. Like relax that, so you're here. So now you have the integrity of that circle. Now because you're going up like this doesn't mean it's necessarily just blocking. I might be coming up like this and coming into his chin and then following up with that. So I could be boom, boom, right? So even though the form, you're going boom, 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 boom. It's the same movement. So if you cycle through movements one after another, it's the same technique. In fact, it's just continuity of movement. Yeah, yeah. Opposite, yeah. So, but you're on a suspended. So that's just give you a variation, because you're here. But this one, you're better coming to leaning, and then this one you can sit back. You might hit and then come like this. Now the upper